season with an NFC wildcard matchup between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On first down, it's Haskins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They find some open field here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Second and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Gibson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
So often you hear that Pep... Talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Haskins. This is brought in by Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Gibson. Touchdown.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
It is good.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Herbert now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Sanders. He was brought down at the
after 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The 1st quarter with this Washington 7, Eagles 0.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Once again with Sanders. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
56, the mark, boys, 56. Check.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down now, it's Gibson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
A 2-yard
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was taken down by...
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, and oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Haskins will throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
So first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 11 at the 41. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it. In this NFC wildcard bout. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Herbert. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
47's the mic. 47.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard.
Here's Herbert down on 2nd down. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor there to make the grab. And the Eagles are back within a score. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Conversion.
From the gun, Herbert. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
14. Eagles 11.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
The Washington first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up
on 2nd and 12. Haskins. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Play action. Haskins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Antonio
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Fletcher Cox.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Washington.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Gibson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes this Washington 21, Eagles 11.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a first and 10.
47 is the mic. 47. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 47 is the mic, boy. 47.
From the gun, Herbert. live for this. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Herbert, good one, able to haul it in. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
45-yard line.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And now here is another interception. Reuben Foster picks it. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
38-yard line.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Haskins. That is caught. It's Perriman. Brashad Perriman off to the races. Touchdown, Washington. Brashad Perriman, 57 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Miles Sanders now to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
5 yards.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Herbert. Man open. It's Goodwin. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
That's good.
A big play there for Philly. 49 yards.
The 11-yard line.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Second and 11 at the Eagles' 43-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12. Third down, Gibson, and he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Herbert on first down now. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Herbert. And he he's got it. So they try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Eagles 25.
The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.